This is how I collect berry seeds. So there are two problems. I'm not going to do it in front of the camera. I'm just going to explain. There are two big problems. First is the berries are sweet, have sugar, and sugar is the best food for mildew. You see these berries here? You notice that white thing? White there. This is mildew that did grow while the seeds were drying up. So this is already compromised. You throw this away, it's not going to grow. When you are going to try to grow them into a wet environment, the mildew will just spread and it's game over. So what you need to do first is what I do here is I have a little bit of water, and you need not, it's better not to use directly tap water, because tap water in some cities has chlorine. Chlorine may attack the seeds. So what you want to do is just put tap water in an open recipient and let it sit at least 24 or 2 days, 24 hours, better 2 days, or use distilled water. So I'm taking these are berries, I'm just crushing them, separate the seeds, and then I'm going to take the seeds one by one, and it's fiddly, and you need to use more seeds, the most you can. So just take the seeds one by one, and I'm going to rinse them in a separate container, and I'm going to rinse them. The idea here is really to just remove absolutely anything around the seed completely. Just rub it like this for a while in water until the seed is really clean. When removing everything berry and sugar that is around the seed, it must be absolutely sugar free around it. So I'm doing this in water. I'm going to use another water even cleaner than this one to rub it again. And the other thing, so let me just complete this. Once I have the seed that is really clean, again in to clean, I just replace this water, use again cleaner water, because the water also will get sugar in it. That's why I'm just repeating this in a different container with cleaner water. I will get the seed, and I'm going to get a paper towel. I think it's relatively safe. A clean paper towel, just as you unroll it from the roll, the inner part, the inner side that has not been exposed to air. And I'm going to place the seed in a corner here. This one, whoops, it's sticking on my hand. Place it like this. And then I'm going to repeat with other seeds, but I'm going to put them at a distance. Why? Because if one is contaminated, I don't want to contaminate the other ones. I let it dry like this at air. It's better also to cover it with another foil of, what's this, the name for this, whatever, another paper foil just above it, because the spores for those fungi or whatever it is are also floating inside in the air inside your home, and keep it away from the kitchen as well. So I'm going to cover it like this and let it rest 1 or 2 days to have it dry fully, and let it sit like this for 1 week, and come back and check if some of the seeds have mildew on them, have fungi, those white, this like, it looks like a white, whatever you call this, it looks like something whitish did grow on it. Sure, the camera is not focusing properly. It looks like this, just this one, this one, perhaps this one. You notice is that whitish thing on it. It's like a, I don't know, like cotton, like a cotton ball. Oops, the camera. So let the seeds stay at least 1 week like this. Check them one by one, and ideally, when you take them to place them, I do put them inside the fridge on a wet cotton balls. I have a video. I'm going to link it for 3 months about. Separate them. It's better to put them in several containers, because some of the seeds are still going to be contaminated, and you don't want to contaminate all of them from 1 or 2 seeds. So that's the whole idea. Lastly, So notice all this, basically you try to keep that fungus away from the seed, but also when you are going to do this work with your hands, you need to wash your hands with soap, then rinse your hands with tap water, especially the fingertips, and don't touch anything else. Just have the fingertips wet with tap water. That's okay. Don't touch towels. Don't touch any surface so you don't get fungus on your fingers as well. So it's all about keeping the area decontaminated. And the same process go when you clean this before putting the seeds in there. So these recipients, you need to wash them properly, rinse them, and don't wipe them. Just let them could be wet from tap water, that's okay, but just try to keep the moisture, not the moisture, but the fungus spores, which obviously are invisible, away from the seeds. Look how clean I got them, perfectly clean. You can also rub several at once, several together. And the most important part again is to clean everyone and also change the water many times, 10 times, 15 times, to have the water very, very clear.